I want to take the time out on this episode of Savage Land to give a special shout out to guys that move around at night. Guys that's used to being up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, clocking in at 10 o'clock p.m. This is dedicated to you. All the guys working the night shift, mopping the floors, doing all the work when everybody's steady snoring in their bed in the wee hours of the morning, in the late hours of the night, doing the odd jobs, nocturnal guys. This is dedicated to you and the different options we have between Gijoe and Valiverse when it comes to night ops. This is for guys sticking together, doing their job, even if it required you to get hazard pay. Dangerous shit, you know. But with these special type of guys moving around at a special time at night, the world is open and free. A dark abyss from the black and green colors, camouflaging in with the night. And don't matter whether you got G.I. Joe or Valiverse, it's all the same gang. Look at Scott Summers up there. He look like a straight veteran, seen in another light, making Marvel Legends look good. Night Ops. This is dedicated to the 70-year-old guy who still works the night shift at your job, doesn't bring a lunch, just eats popcorn every day, got the break room smelling like butter and shit. Yeah, you, Bob. We're talking about you, buddy. But the real meaning of this video is just to show the different options that we have, even though we don't technically have a night force. Now, we got Big Ben coming, and that's the only one I really know. Low Lights is just a regular mainline release. But these darker colorways, especially from Valiverse is actually filling the void now, and almost kind of in a default with their troop builders. Now, of course, this is a Night Ops Steel Brigade, which has the same colorway as a Night Ops Ripcord that's coming out, which he's going to be a lovely addition. But the security enforcement troopers, they're black with that gray vest. Night Ops all day. And then you can do the hodgepodge with the parts, with the mix and match with Valiverse, and build your own soldier like this Scott Summers here. Speaking of Scott Summers, this is dedicated to assholes who think they're the boss. Snake Eye see what Wolverine be talking about. He about ready to bust a cap in his ass. Look at him. And then you have your plug and play guys like Stalker, who's not necessarily a Night Force character, but his name means to stalk, to be camouflaged, to be hidden. So they gave him darker colorways, so he fits in very well in any iteration or form of Snake Eyes. Will do well in Night Ops because, of course, he's in all black. So very few key characters on the G.I. Joe side. Shout out to the guys who bring their video games up to the job and play back in the lounge while the front desk phone rings off the hook. But the Scott Summers pretty much kit bashed onto a security enforcement body and a duster body. I think it will look really great with low light, just simply because the way I played the colorway. And then also, low light has red glasses also too, so I can't wait to kind of team them up, man, and just get my Night Force to where it's just a very big, large group of people, man. I think it's gonna be a dope colorway, especially on the G.I. Joe side. Shout out to the guys who like to horseplay at the job. You know, bullshitting in the back, doing skateboard tricks and breaks his ankle and gets paid for it. But this video is really also about my Night Ops Steel Brigade. I just opened up these guys after having them for a year. I wish I would have got more. I only have 2, which I really ordered 3, but Big Bad Toy Store screwed up and sent me a Garrison Trooper, which I still haven't opened up yet. So Garrison Cavalry, I believe. But let's just talk about how good this Night Ops Steel Brigade is. Like, it's a really good figure, and it moves really good. He comes with a lot of great accessories like that M4 there. Of course, a lot of hands with Valiverse. He's got his Maxin on the side, the 9mm, but just his aesthetic is beautiful within itself. I mean, all of these characters look like they go together. I mean, it's just awesome. And like I said, I wish I would have got more. It was a great army builder. And I really don't like the original Steel Brigade from Valiverse. I just don't like the colorway. I think it looks stupid. But something about this, with this colorway on it, this black and green, just makes it looks phenomenal. And like I said, it's a good figure. I didn't have any problem with stiff joints or anything, man. It's really solid in the pocket. And I know I talk a lot about Valiverse stiff joints, but it's not all the figures. That Bone Collector is fire. This is also for guys who stick together on the job. You know, the cliques. 1 minute they're there, next thing you know, they're back out in the back smoking reefer. 5 or 6 guys gone. Where they went to, man. But let's also talk about the Ripcord, which is a HasLab figure. But that's just letting you know there's more Night Force guys coming. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you and name off everybody in Night Force, but it's a cool concept. It's a cool thing for the Gijoe side. And once you can mix the Valiverse guys in, it's a nice big group to go up against the huge army building groups that Cobra has from G.I. Joe Classified, man. At least in my perspective, I look at it like that. Like, I look at my Night Force growing to be about 30 guys. 15, 20, probably G.I. Joes. Well, no, about 15 G.I. Joes, I would say. And the other 15 like my Valiverse troops, because they just look that good, man. This Night Ops Steel Brigade was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, so it's not up for grabs anymore. But I'm pretty sure Bobby Val is gonna do some other night themed soldiers, especially if G.I. Joe cranks it up, and he's gonna crank it up because they gotta piggyback off each other almost in a sense. War is always good for business. It definitely is. But I'm gonna cap it at that, man. This was just a video just showing G.I. Joe and Valiverse some love, and which is something like I really have combined up here in my head as a Night Force squad. And this is only the beginning. 15, 20 more guys can get piled on top of this, man. But this is the Savage Land. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. We do this for the love and beauty of G.I. Joe and Action Force. And with that being said, God bless.